Morning to me. I don't know where you are, if it's morning for you or when you're watching this, but it's dark outside still. The sun's just now coming up. The birds are chirping, and I actually had a good night sleep last night for the first time in a long time. And maybe it's because I worked out with Body Beast yesterday, or at least I tried. I will continue today. Not being able to do a lot of stuff with my neck. I'm surprised. Maybe the workout helped me sleep better. So I want to share that with you. Exercise is friggin' awesome, and you're going to see a lot of opportunities with different programs down here below on my blog page to choose from. I highly recommend that you check into becoming a Beachbody coach when you order a challenge pack, because you'll save a ton of money, and start drinking Shakeology because it's totally cool. And it's something I drink every single day. It keeps my energy up. What I want to try to impress upon you today is that if you're not happy, or if you're struggling with trying to get ahead in life, or trying to get motivated to move forward and to actually take the action that you need to take to achieve the goals and everything that you want, it's not your fault. And this is what um, I've been trying to say for years to people. Um, I left high school early because I did not like the regime that they were putting us through. And at the time, back when I was, in the 60s, I met a lot of successful people that did not graduate from high school. So there was a misconception there about going to school every day, waking up every morning, being a robot. For 12 years, when you go from kindergarten to senior in high school, you're basically put through this discipline action to hypnotize you and to brainwash you and to mold you into a good little soldier. And here's what happens, and even in college, it's kind of the same, although you get a little more freedom of choosing when your classes are. But still, you are programmed to be a slave for someone else. You're programmed for all those years as a very young, impressionable person to become a robot that you must do it this way. So it's hard for you to make the decision or take the actions to break loose from that hypnosis that has really brainwashed you. Another example is people that go to church every Sunday. They're more or less, I mean, I've seen people that would rather die than miss a day of going to church. And then we also see how religion can control people, like with the terrorist and all this kind of stuff. Your environment determines who you're going to be if you don't control your environment. And I'm not wearing my Fight the Forces of Evil shirt today, but that's a perfect example of what I've always said. Fight the forces of evil around you. If what's happening around you is not what you want, then you have to break free. Literally break free. Um, have you ever thought about this? Think about this. If you can't find anything great that's supporting your life right now, why not just have a garage sale, sell everything, donate everything else off, and put your house up for sale, or just turn in your notice of leaving, and just pack up your car with just the basics, quit your job, and move to another state, or come and join me in Costa Rica. But could you do that? Could you literally just get up and go? Here, and I ask you this because I don't have a time card job. I've never depended on a time card job. I've had them. I've done stuff because it was kind of cool to do at the time, and there was times over the last 20 years that I've been marketing online, and I've been marketing for a long time, that I've had my ups and downs, and there was times when I was just like sitting around getting fat and doing nothing. But it wasn't like I had to get up and go find a job like right now. It just, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I kind of, basically, things change a lot in online marketing and in marketing in total. I mean, look at your commercials today compared to commercials 5, 10, 15 years ago. Things change. And I wasn't really willing to change or to learn something new maybe, or maybe I just was going through kind of like, wait, you guys are going through, I just went through a period that this, I don't know, I wasn't seeing everything. But what I did do all during that time is that no matter what my situation was, I was preparing myself for where I am today. I was preparing myself to when, I got to in my 60s, that I would be able to live anywhere I wanted to live and do whatever I wanted to do, and not worry about health care or anything else. And the beauty of it, which I don't talk about a lot in the past, but I will talk about now, is that I'm capable of living on the beach in Costa Rica. And if needed, I could have 24-hour nursing care. And with the best doctors and hospitals in the world in Costa Rica, and having a housekeeper, having I can afford all these things for the rest of my life based on a 40-year expectancy of where I'm at now. So yes, I assume I'm going to live to be over 100. In Costa Rica, they have one of the highest concentrations of longevity, and it's called the Blue Zone, and there are a ton of people there that are over 100 years of age, and that's inspirational to me. So not only do I want to be around people, like meeting people like Michael Hansen, a billionaire, and working hand in hand with a lot of millionaires and stuff, so that I can stay focused on that part of my life. I also want to be focused on being around people that are healthy and living long, because I want to learn what they do. And basically, I want to be around people that have something that I want to catch their disease. Now, you don't see me on Facebook a lot. You don't see me socializing a lot on the social media pages with stuff, because here's the situation. No offense, but if I'm going to socialize, I want to socialize with people that can enrich me. So by me building this website and these blogs about the Millionaire Blogging System, I share this information with you and these resources to where you can build your own blog and create your own world and generate income from what you want to do. And you can start for free. I give you the resources on my website, themillionairebloggingsystem.com. It talks about how you can use social media. Now, it goes through the basics, but let's get something straight here. There's a lot of things that you will need to learn if you want to get better. Number one, you got to learn how Facebook works. If you make a post on Facebook today, I mean, I hear this all the time from marketers. I post every day. I post. But look, do you post to the right people? Are you trying to sell bacon to Muslims? You got to be aware of what your target audience are. Who is really liking your page? Who is really, quote unquote, your friends? What are they liking you for? Are they liking you because, for an example, I give a lot of examples. If you look at the matrix below on how you can take your current job, your current profession, your current career, your current passion, and turn that into a profitable blog. And I covered a lot of areas there, and but let's pick one of them, like a radio announcer, for an example. I call them DJs on the radio. So if you're doing country music, for example, all your friends came to your page based on you being a country music entertainer. So in theory, if you're not getting a lot of response to your post, maybe you should make all your posts about country music and get rid of anything else. If you post something, look at your post. If it isn't about country music, get rid of it. Dump it. Dump it. Don't do any religion. Don't do any other stuff or exercise or anything else, because all those people that are on your page are all about you and country music. So post things about country music only, and be related to country music. Now, if you can find a country music star that's really physically fit and they're working out, would say, like if you're a Beachbody coach, and yeah, now your post about Tim McGraw working out with P90X is, and I'm not saying he does, but let's say if you can find an article about Tim McGraw working out with P90X, then now your post has something to do with country music, and you can promote your P90X at the same time. Understand? Or let's say that you've got Toby Keith, and he's and you sell Red Solo cups. Obviously, his song Red Solo Cups. So if you post about Toby Keith and his Red Solo Cups song, you can promote your link to selling Red Solo Cups. So basically, you need to work with the audience that you have. And if the audience isn't what you want, like me, for example, on my personal page, I have like maybe 300 fans. And that fluctuates a lot because I turn off a lot. Because after they've requested me to be friend, and look, I've got over 1,000 friend requests. Because I look at your page, and there's a lot of things that I turn off from immediately. Number one, if you're promoting a marijuana or any kind of drugs, and that's your target post, you're not going to be a friend of mine. In fact, you'll probably get blocked. If you're heavy into promoting being broke all the time and being an Obama supporter, I'm not going to have you as a friend. It's just that simple. I don't want to associate with people that do not support my beliefs or what I know. So I'm not going to have that negativity against me on those forces of evil. So I will try to only accept new friends, and then I'll analyze their posts, and then I get rid of them. Now, one time I had like 5,000 fans or friends, and I realized this isn't working. So then I started creating groups and creating fan pages to where I could separate the interest. And then, it's like one of my fan pages, I have like 2,200 people that are specifically targeted a certain type of person, a certain sex, a certain age, and a certain status. And all my posts on that page are targeted at them. So it only focuses towards them and why they came to the page. So if it's like I was talking about eating okra, and I posted an ad about this page is all about okra. So if you like okra, join this page. Then all my posts that day should be about okra. Now, I'm just using that as an example. So whatever your target market is, that's what your post should be all about. It's really that simple. I'm looking over at the time. I realize this is going like 12 minutes. So the point being here is that you need to learn how to do things, and you need to figure them out on your own by either checking out other people, like coming to my blog. Please come to my blog and see if what I talk about in my blogs will help you. Now, I ran blogs every single day for like 30 days a month ago. And then my experiment was how would I rank, and then stop blogging for 30 days and see what happened. Now, what I did, I stopped blogging, but my blogs that I created were not time sensitive, basically. They were still good to today. So like, what can a waitress do? What can a gardener do? What can an airline pilot do? So I just reflect on these, and I keep reposting these into my groups and fan pages and repeatedly. So what's happened over the last 30 days is that even though I did not make a new post, a new blog, if you do a search on the Millionaire Blogging System, you're going to see that I still dominate the pages. So if someone has heard about the Millionaire Blogging System, or they want to know what the Millionaire Blogging, if there is a Millionaire Blogging System, if you Google that in, I pretty much dominate the first page. Then if you click on videos to see all the videos that are connected with the Millionaire Blogging System, I dominate like the first 2 or 3 pages. Then click on images, and you get all these images pop up. It's like the first 50, 60 images, photos, are all connected to one of my blog pages. So I still rank good, okay, really good, even though I didn't make a new blog for 30 days. My point being here, once you get your blogs made, make your blogs something. If you don't want to blog every day, make your blogs about information that people can use. And that's what I tried to do over that 30-day period, is make blogs that would help people understand that they can create an income off of using the internet with blogging, which if you're using Facebook, you're already blogging. You're using Mark's foundation of Facebook to blog to people. Unfortunately, most of the people blog about stuff that nobody really gives a crap about. And a lot of it's negative, and a lot of it's just BS. People talk about stuff that they don't know about. I hate being in a group. And it's like we have a group about where I grew up, like Palm Springs, and people will post in there. They have no clue what they're talking about. Then a guy gets in there that's lived here for almost 60 years, and other people have lived here for even longer. And we make a comment about something, and people want to argue with us. It's like, get a clue, people. Who are you? You weren't even born until 30 years ago or less. So how can you possibly be an expert on something that happened in the 50s and 60s or even, earlier? So people are really funny on the internet, and they waste their time. And those are the type of people. It's funny when I see people like that want to argue, click, I block them, because I don't ever want them coming into my life. That may be stingy, but look, here's where I am today. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, anytime I want. So I can sit on the beach in Costa Rica for the rest of my life and not even have to get on the internet anymore. I don't have to do anything but sit around and watch the girls in the bikinis and hopefully be inspired to work out and exercise every day so I can have a healthy physical body to maintain the rest of my life and in a very healthy, condition. So bottom line here, you are where you are today and what you are today because of how you were programmed, brainwashed, and hypnotized by all the forces around you, which I call the forces of evil, especially school, that taught you that you had to do it this way, you had to be disciplined, you had to do what people told you, you had to show up every day. And it's like, stop showing up every day. Stop it. Just stop it. And this is a Monday morning when I'm doing this vlog. And look, it's Monday. Do what you want to do. You don't have to go to work for the guy. Look, the guy that you're going to work for, he doesn't want to be your master. But the point is in order to maintain his business, he has to be your master and you have to be the slave because he determines when you work, what you do, and when you can have time off, like whether or not you can take a vacation or whether or not you can do this or that. Now, I have a lot of friends, they can't do things that with me. I invite them to go places. They don't have the money. They don't have the time off. They don't have the freedom. And it all boils down to freedom. So my blog, and go through these blogs, look at the matrix below and see if there's an occupation that relates to you. And if not, even look at the ones and see, because whatever I give an example for a waitress and ideas can also be used with a doctor. And look at those and then pull some ideas together on how you can create and develop your own profitable blog, earning money on the internet. And like I keep saying, you can do all this for free if you want to do the extra work. But I give you some examples of things that you monetize your blog with. It's one thing about your blog attracting people and you talking to that group of people, and make sure that you stay focused on those people. And then you have advertisements. Now again, you could have a bunch of Muslims that you're talking to, and your blog's all about Muslims and all about Muslim activities and Muslim beliefs, but your ads on the page have to be related to. In other words, don't be promoting bacon sales at your local grocery store. That's not going to work. So again, your blogs, if they're focused on something, then there's got to be a reason that your blog is connected to the fact that they would want to buy something that's being advertised on the side of the page. Just like Facebook. Facebook pretty much won't throw ads up on the side of the page that you're not interested in. I mean, the ads that you see will be based on the information you give them. Like if you're single, married, whatever. It's like I'm single and I constantly see, they finally got rid of them, but I was seeing all these dating ads pop up all the time. I was like, give me a break. I still see occasionally some of them and so forth. And so Facebook knows how to target the ads based on who you are so that there's a better turnout. And then when you run an ad on Facebook, you do the same thing. You place your ads and you pick your target audience on who you want to market to. So bottom line, it's not your fault where you're at because you were brainwashed for 12 to 13 years or more into believing that you had to be a soldier 9 to 5 for 40 hours a week for 40 years, and then hopefully you're healthy enough or you have enough money to live your life in freedom. That's a terrible plan. I grew up around people that became wealthy in 2 or 3 years. 5 years, 10 years, that had 1,000 times more than what my family had. Why does somebody have to work their ass off and get probably physically and unhealthy and everything and die early based on that kind of routine? You don't. You don't. There are alternatives, and all you got to do is push forward, stop looking behind you, and just, rearview mirrors aren't for looking to see where you've been. Rearview mirrors are to see who's coming up on your ass. And if somebody's coming up on your ass, figure out, wow, and when they pass you, figure out, what do I have to do to be like that? And that's what these blogs are all about. Now, on this page, you might see some stuff about the blogging. The Empower Network stuff over here is an amazing training tool. I would highly recommend investing in that, getting started, going all in. Click on that, find out about it. The cash back program is like a no-brainer. You're offering cash back to people for shopping online where they already shop. Look, I buy all my groceries now except for perishables, milk, bread, and produce. I bought all my anything that's not perishable. I buy online for the same price I buy in the store, like Walmart, for example, and it's delivered to my house for free. I don't have to go into Walmart no more. I just go to my local little market here to get my eggs and milk and produce and stuff. So that's been a lifesaver. And the point is, even with Best Buy and so forth, if I need printer ink and so forth, I order it and it's shipped to me. Or if I need it like right now, I order it and then it's they text me like in an hour and tell me they've got it at the customer service counter. So when I go into Best Buy, I don't have to go looking for it. It's right there at the customer service for me. I mean, how many times have you walked into the store expecting to find the ink? The employees look in the system and they say it's here, but nobody can find it. And this online system is the way of the future. More and more people are using online shopping than ever before, and it's growing exponentially. So I would highly recommend getting into that and checking that out. Okay, this video has gone 22 minutes. It's just something off the top of my head today, which I was thinking that it's not your fault. So look at the matrix below, find a blog of interest for you, and let's get you started today. You too can be whatever you want to be. And I wish you luck, and if you just stick with it and figure out these things. But if you can't figure it out on your own, join a team. If you join one of these, if you sign up with my link, if you for the blogging system, if you sign up with the cashback program, or you become a Beachbody coach, look at the bottom of the page here and be Beachbody coach. I will help you. I will give you information, but I can't force you to change your lifestyle. You have to make a commitment. Just like if you want to get in better physical shape, you've got to make that commitment to work out every single day. And if you want major results, you've got to push hard. And if you want to lose weight, you got to stop feeding this. At least feed it the right stuff so you're not putting a lot of junk in your body and killing you. So I'm out of here. I hope you take some of my advice. I hope you find everything you want in life and things change for you. So I'm out of here. See you again when I update this page.